Okay, so I want you to act as if everything always worked out for you. Like imagine waking up every morning with a different mindset. Instead of asking, oh, what if something goes wrong? You start to ask yourself, oh, what if everything is actually working in my favor? What if every challenge that you face is not there to destroy you, but actually to prepare you? What if all the delay is not a rejections, but actually a redirections? So the way that you see your life changes the way that you experience your life. Okay, so two people can go through the same situations. One person sees a problem, another person sees an opportunity, right? So one person thinks, oh, my life is actually falling apart, and another person thinks that my life is actually rearranging itself. So the difference is not always the situations. Okay, the difference is the meaning that they give to it, what lessons that you can learn from the situations itself. So today we are going to talk about the psychology behind acting as if everything always works out for you. So not because life will always be perfect. Life is messy. It's very messy. Not because that you will never face failure. Nothing is perfect in this world. No perfect human in this world, okay? But because when you trust yourself and your ability to handle life, unpredictable life, so you start to move differently. Okay, you make a better decisions, you see opportunities that others don't, and you become someone who can handle whatever comes next. So by the way, my name is Aries and I am your online BFF, and thank you so much for clicking my video for today. So let's dive into today's topic. Okay, alright, so yeah. Okay, so you see, your mind creates the reality that you experience because your brain is constantly looking for evidence to support your beliefs, right? So if you believe that, oh, nothing ever works out for me, your mind eventually will collect every disappointments, every mistake, every setbacks, and use them as proof to you. But if you believe that I will always find a way forward and I will go through it, because your brain starts searching for a solution instead of surrendering. So it starts noticing opportunities. Okay, it starts recognizing possibilities that you can make something out of those situations. So this is not about ignoring reality. No, it is not. It is about changing your relationship with reality. So successful people are not successful because nothing goes wrong. Okay, nothing goes wrong. Oh, what? Oh, no. So things go wrong for everyone. Okay, even celebrity, even the people that you admire and all. So the difference is some people see failure as a final destinations or a things that, oh, you just not meant for you. That's what you think. So others see failure as informations. You need to see it as informations. Okay, you need to start asking yourself, oh, what is this actually teaching me? What can I improve from these situations? What opportunity exists inside this challenge? When you believe things can work out, you start becoming a victim of your circumstances and you start becoming the creator of your response. So the power of expectations is beyond I can explain. Alright, so let me explain. So your expectations influence your behavior. Think about, like someone who believes they are going to fail. Before they even begin, they hesitate, right? They overthink, avoid risk, they look for reasons why something will not work out and all. Now imagine someone who believes that, oh, I will figure this out. They approach the same challenge differently. They take actions, they communicate better, they keep going longer. Why? Because their belief changes their behavior, right? Your confidence does not always come from having a proof or evidence. Sometimes confidence comes from choosing to trust yourself before the evidence even comes up or appears. So you do not need to know every single step of the journey. No. Life, you see, you only need enough courage to take the next step. Is it lagging? Okay, I'm back. So, life rewards movement, not perfections. You need to remember this. Okay, many people train their minds to prepare for disappointments. They think that, oh, don't get too excited, something bad could happen. Don't expect too much from here. Something bad will probably happen and all, and blah 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 blah. So they believe that this actually protects them. But constantly expecting failure and bad things creates a life where fear controls your experience, and that could go very wrong. You start avoiding opportunities because you are actually afraid of losing. You stop chasing dreams because you're afraid of embarrassment. You stop trusting people because, you're afraid of being hurt. So, but ask yourself, what if instead of preparing for everything to go wrong, you prepare yourself to handle whatever happens? So that is the difference. The goal is not to believe nothing bad will happen. The goal is to believe that whatever happens, I will handle it. And that is the real confidence. Because your power does not come from controlling the life. Your power comes from knowing that you can actually adapt. Okay? So move like someone who knows they are actually supported. So when you believe things are working out for you, you start showing up differently every day. You stop chasing from desperation. You start creating from confidence. You start creating opportunities for yourself. Okay? So you start you stop asking yourself oh, do they believe in me? Do they believe in me? What if this could go wrong, and instead you start asking yourself, do I even believe in myself? Do I even have the faith in myself? So you stop saying, what if I lose? Don't say that. Stop waiting for permission. Start taking responsibility of your life. People who trust their journey still experience fear sometimes. They still have doubts, They still have difficult moments, but they do not let fear become the driver. They let their vision the one that lead their life. So every successful person has moments where, they had no guarantee. They took the step anyway. They believe that, I may not know exactly how this will work, but you know what? I trust myself enough to figure this out eventually. That's the key. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the key. So if you want to develop this mindset, start practicing these 3 things. Okay, wait, let me just pause. Okay, so first, change the question that you ask yourself. Okay, so instead of, oh, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what is this preparing me for? Okay, and another example, instead of you ask yourself, oh, why am I behind than the rest of my peers, start asking yourself, what can I improve today? What I can learn from them? What kind of things, the skill or whatever that my peers are learning, what can I learn from them? So your question actually shape your focus. Alright, and second, collect evidence that you are capable. Your mind remembers failures easily, every single time. So I want you to intentionally remember your wins too. Remember the times that you survived difficult situations. Remember the problems that you solved. Remember the moments that you thought you couldn't even continue, until you survived, right? But you did. You have already overcome things that you once thought were impossible. So I want you to collect each one of them, each one of the evidence that prove that you won. You win this life, alright? And third, take action before you feel ready. Confidence is built through experience. You do not become confident by just waiting or reading or just waiting at the sideline. No, you become confident by proving to yourself, like you tell to yourself like, you know what, I can handle this, I can talk publicly just like this. And that's why you tell to yourself, okay, like I can speak clearly and think fast, so whatever that I talk, it eventually resonate with my audience. So that's why you think. So it's just example, okay? So every actions is a vote for the person that you are actually becoming, okay? And so life will not always go according to your plan sometimes, and I know that because I always feel like life is unpredictable. There will be unexpected moments, there will be challenges, there will be toxic people, there will be times where you even question everything, whether are you choosing the right path or not. But I want you to remember this, that a difficult chapter does not mean that it is a bad story. A delay does not mean it is a denial from the universe. So a setback does not mean that you are defeated. Sometimes life is moving things into place in ways that you cannot see it yet. So I want you to walk forward with trust. Act as if things are working out for you, not because you are ignoring reality, but because you believe that you are capable of handling reality, because believe that every experiences is actually shaping you. Believe that every challenge is strengthening you. Believe that the person that you are actually becoming is worth fighting for. You don't just wait for opportunities, sometimes. You become someone who creates the opportunities. That's it. And that's it for today. And thank you so much for listening until the end. Okay, bye-bye.